Hi everyone, this is Marianne here from Revealing Light, Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are you, wherever you are in the world when you're watching? A huge shout out to you. Okay, so I've just been reading in another forum and I asked would Kevin McCarthy actually become the Speaker of the House, and I got some very odd cards. So I want to follow that down. There's some kind of move toward independence in whatever the outcome is. There's more of a independent type of focus. Now, does he do deals with the Democrats rather than the QAnon members of Congress? Who knows? First, I want to start on the Dominion lawsuit and Rupert Murdoch having to appear and give evidence and testimony on that against Fox News for their false and defamatory news and commentary over a long time around January the 6th. Basically publishing, Murdoch is the publisher, publishing defamatory and libelous statements, and whether or not Dominion wins that. Now, the damages is $1.6 billion. So if Dominion wins, does that spell the end of Fox News as we know it? Can the Murdochs absorb that kind of damage, punitive damage, and what does that mean going forward? It's a big kick in the backside for any of those far right-winged channels, OAN, Newsmax, who seek to monetize lies. So, and that can have further repercussions on platforms, incendiary platforms like Twitter. So we'll take a look at that first up. Then we'll also look at the special counsel has distributed a whole lot of subpoenas for communications for those involved in any kind of fake elector type of movements. They go far and wide, including to Georgia and also to Brad Raffensperger, who was the recipient of that infamous phone call where Trump asked him, like the mob boss, to find 11,000 votes. That's all we need. Can you find them? So this indicates that the DOJ is now going to be looking at federally at what Fannie Willis, the Fulton County AG, is looking at the state level. It brings to mind whether or not Trump will be charged with seditious conspiracy. Now, I could be wrong, but I think that the charge that might come out of this for Trump, he's definitely going to be indicted on the classified documents sooner rather than later. But I think the charge could be obstruction of a government proceeding, among other things, wire fraud and other things. So anyway, we'll ask that question. So we'll go to Murdoch first, then we'll go to that quick question on the special counsel's work, and then we might go to the Senate or something like that. All right, let's get started. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams. I've got my Oracle cards, the Shaman's Dream Oracle card here, because when I get to Kevin McCarthy, I actually want to pull an Oracle card to see if I can get a better glimpse of what might happen. But first to Dominion. Pardon me. Let me just get my throat spray. It's very, very, very cold here. And we've been in contact with COVID for another second time. I'm not sure anyone has COVID, but I hope it doesn't visit us before Christmas. I don't think it will. There's my prediction. Okay, so let's head to Rupert Murdoch and Dominion. I'll get this read out of the way and I want to talk briefly about what's happening. I'm seeing Kirsten. Why am I seeing Kirsten Cinema here? I know maybe you want me to read on her. Practically speaking, her defection from the Democrats was both predictable, but also not really going to make any sort of difference if you're worried. She's already said she will caucus with the Democrats. Will it make a difference in 2024? We can leave that and read on that later. Okay. Dominion's lawsuit, Murdoch, for the Murdochs and Fox Fox Media or Fox News, whatever they like to call themselves. Of course, they're not news, are they? They register as an entertainment channel. Okay, the Dominion lawsuit. Will Dominion be successful? Will Dominion win this lawsuit against Fox, against the Murdochs and Fox? Will Dominion win this lawsuit? Knight of Wands, that's, a nice yes card. It talks about movement, a lot of movement, really taking that motivation, that passion against, this is a lie, you're harming our business, and we're going to sue you, and we're going to take this forward. But more broadly speaking, this will have other ramifications. Now, we've got the Six of Coins in other decks. This is success, but it's also loans and debts and giving and receiving. Murdoch will have to give Dominion money. Oh, it's beautiful. King of Wands. The courts will decree. The courts will decree. This is Sagittarius energy as well. And Sagittarius is associated with law, that ninth house, legal, logical, higher knowledge, law. Looks that they're going to win. The Two of Coins in the past. This is Jupiter in Capricorn. Can be also have a manipulation about it. I'm manipulating things. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. Jupiter into Neptune. It's interesting. This is illusion, delusion. It's like the lie was just that, a big lie, and it caused people to be worried, and so they then were worried about the fairness of the elections. This is people who knew it was a lie and pushed it as a lie and harmed a lot of people. This led to January the 6th. People died there. 2 police officers, people who were protesting were just trampled upon. I don't think the courts are going to do Fox News any favour at all. And this is the Judgment card in the immediate future. I probably don't need to go any further. The Judgment card tells me there's an inevitability. There's an inevitability that the judgment will be against Fox News. And we've got new starts. It had clarified by new starts. 2 major arcana. I don't need to go any further. Yes, Dominion are going to win this. High Priestess, meaning darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. And I guess what comes into the light? Guess what is illuminated? The truth. And so I know, and lots of it. Mercury and Sagittarius, communications and victory, strength. I can't see. Queen of Wands. Ace of Wands. I can't see. And the Pass card, I cannot see Fox News getting out of this. It's oppressive. What they've done is oppressive. And we've got the Tower card. The Tower card. And why did they do it? They did it for money. Now, I have to say, this is a card reading. And, I think most of what is coming through these cards has already been stated in public opinion. I'm going to predict, it's a prediction on my entertainment channel. It's a prediction that I think Murdoch and Fox are going to lose and lose badly. And they're going to be made an example of. So will Dominion get anything like 1.6 million? I guess is the next question. Or maybe, because I don't have a lot of time, let's go straight to how will this affect Fox News? Some people have said that Fox will close. I don't think so. I'm not getting that. But I think it will cause, and I read on Fox a long time ago, The Future of Fox, and I said somehow it's broken up and it's radically changed. Okay, so wowee, this is bad for the Murdochs, bad to the bone. And I, for one, won't be shedding a tear over it. All right, so let's take a look at what does this mean for Fox News, this judgment. Potentially a very high damages. They're going for 1.6. Do they get it? I'm not sure they do, but it's not. It's like they get a lot of what they want. Do they get this 1.6 million? So we've got the Page of Cups, so we're going to be surprised at how much they do actually get. And the Seven of Cups, choices, difficult choices as well. Here she is again, the High Priestess. The High Priestess, the Page of Swords, the communication. They have to, I don't want to get too legalese, but they have to take into account what part of the lie that was distributed by in many other places was actually responsible for what occurred. There's something around determining what level of responsibility they had. Now we've got the Two of Coins that came up before, and then we've got the restriction. It's going to restrict. Do I think that is going to cause them a lot of financial worry? Do I think it will? Oh, endings and beginnings. The Major Arcana. It's going to restrict what they can do in the future. The settlement I'm talking about. The Faith card, the courts, the courts, the government as well. The Eight of Coins in the hopes and fears. Sun in Virgo, the work, the details of the work. Yeah, the damages it's not going to be straightforward, but we have here Sun in Scorpio. The past is the outcome card. And the Nine of Swords, the worry, the anxiety, Mars in Gemini, and the oppression. So the way that it will affect, will they get the 1.6 billion? No, I don't know that it goes that high, but it goes so high that we're shocked. We're like, and it causes them cash flow problems. And we've got the Star card and the Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. We want to see independent media. We want to see emotionally mature media, and we've got new starts and a passage of time. We are this Dominion lawsuit. This January the 6th, 2020, big lie, this Trump episode, it's leading to huge changes going forward. I'm feeling that it will restrict the ability of Fox to do what they currently do. Now, I want to say that that's probably been happening for some time now, even though you don't really think that. That is also going to be ammunition, if you like, for legislators to take a good hard look at that. That whole regulation, that's going to happen sooner than later, I feel. Will Fox News remain in America? Just one or two cards. Yeah, they're going to be restricted. Their operations are going to be restricted. That's the second time. There's an offer. They might make an offer to Dominion to accept a lesser punitive damages or something. There's something around an offer, but we've got victory as the at the base here. We've got the Four of Wands in the past. That's families, reunions, Jupiter in Leo, and we've got the Ace of Cups. It changes. It's like their programming has to change because we've got the Tower card here. Bombshells. Whatever happens, I feel that Murdoch Media has been in trouble for some time. They certainly have in Australia. They've got a dwindling share. They keep trying to do deals with governments to back a government in return for making sure, like moving around media monopoly laws and all sorts of things in Australia. But at the end of the day, the majority of people in Australia, at least, are choosing not to tune in. It's a very much a minority that tunes into the extremist Fox-type Murdoch media. They perhaps have more of a foothold in the UK, but in America I see some sort of restriction coming for Fox. And we've got the courts here and also the lawmakers' moderation. Yeah, look, longer term, I don't see that incendiary, no holds barred cooker, they call them cookers now, cookers of this fascism, incendiary, violent, chaotic type energy. I just don't see them being allowed to exist. Okay, so that's what I see. Big penalties coming for Fox News. Dominion has a big win. All right, so and that will flow on to other platforms. We're in the gestation of something new occurring with our media. We're in that gestation period. Let's go to Trump. The special counsel. Is Trump going to be charged with obstruction of a government proceeding? Is Trump going to be charged? Queen of Coins, national security. Queen of Coins, stability, national security. That's my card for national security. Is Trump going to be charged with obstruction of a government proceeding? The Seven of Coins, that's like reassessing something. Saturn in Taurus. Saturn is the planet of hard work, taskmaster. Taurus is stability. There's very much this era that we're in now, and the Four of Cups, of regret, of loss, of disappointment. And I know that we have to get past the incendiary stuff that triggers our emotions. But I see the energy as a regret of allowing a big, huge regret around January the 6th. You know, you don't need to tune into the that Representative Green to Marjorie. I know what her name is. Don't need to tune into that because she doesn't represent the majority of people. People are really, really upset here. The Two of Wands, something coming to fruition in time. I think he's definitely going to face this charge. The King of Cups is my card. That's emotional maturity, but it's also my card for the DOJ and for Biden. It's for Merrick Garland. It's Piscean and Aquarius energy here. The two don't really, well, of course I think they do, but negatively posited. Pisces is about illusion and lies. And Aquarius is about, for the greater good. So calling out that illusion for the greater good. And that's when we get to emotional maturity, which is why I said don't listen to the green woman. Tune in to what is going on at the collective, at the group level. Now we have loans and debts, giving and receiving help. He helped the mob disrupt. That's going to be proven. I know there's a lot here with money too, but I don't want to get into that right now. I've already said Garland is following the money. Oath Keepers apparently had crypto type currencies wired to them from foreign countries. Okay, so Garland's following the money. The Star card is in the immediate future. I don't think this is far away. I know the indictment around classified documents is coming soon, very soon, very, very soon. But this is something else. We've got new starts here, the Fool card in the present. Ace of Coins, new starts. And there's a huge emphasis here on wire fraud. As I said, around the money here. Three of Coins in the hopes and fears, and organised. Will there be that seditious conspiracy charge? That's a big one. I'm not sure about that yet, but I am thinking that they might go for this obstruction. Yeah, obstructing government proceedings. The Nine of Wands is the guardrails, huge guardrails here for the future. And we've got the Nine of Coins, independence, wealth. These are yes cards, and the Page of Swords, heavy decisions to be made. burdens, and we've got the Lovers charging the president. The Lovers card, that's the Gemini card. Trump's sun is in Gemini. That's the duality, also the two sides of things. It's also those around him, and the Page of Wands. To me, all of those cards indicate. I don't see anything. I don't think we get to the seditious conspiracy. I know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he is charged with sedition. But I think they can prove quite easily the obstruction charge and the wire fraud charges. The Five of Wands indicates that incitement element, incitement of a riot, incitement of an attempted coup. There's a lot around the money and the grift and the wire fraud. He will have to defend himself against wire fraud. And we've got the Four of Swords, retreat, wounded in battle, and the King of Coins. King of Coins' fortune has changed. And finally, the card that seems to be coming up right now for Trump, as it did when he lost his presidency, and I predicted Biden would win all along. I kept seeing that Eight of Cups card. So I think that tells me obstruction of this government proceeding is pretty much proven. And I think that's what the members of Congress who participated, who called for martial law, who tried to hold up proceedings, who, I think that's where they're going to be charged as well. I think it's that obstruction charge. But there's a big charge coming around wire fraud for Trump. Okay, Kevin McCarthy. Now, I actually wanted to read on him first, but let's see. I like very, very confusing cards in another reading. Kevin McCarthy. I guess I just will ask, can the Republicans choose a speaker? Can the Republicans amongst themselves, without help from the Democrats, choose a speaker? I don't know that they can. Can the Republicans choose a speaker? Can the Republicans choose on their own, without any help from the Democrats, can they choose a Speaker of the House? Can the Republicans choose a Speaker of the House of Congress? Four of Cups. Disappointment. Cancerian, Moon in Cancer. Emotions. There's two emotions are too high. Whether, it's amongst the grifting QAnons or whatever, the emotions are too high. There's disappointment here, Moon in Cancer. Disappointment. There's one cup remaining. The Death card. This is kind of like a no. Queen of Coins is the foundation of the reading. Stability, Sagittarius, national security. Oh, it's going to get heavy. Page of Cups in the past, something that surprised them. Of course, they thought that they were going to get a bigger majority than what they did. And we've got the Eight of Swords, restriction. Jupiter in Gemini. Restriction of their communication. Holy hell. Temperance, a more moderate. I'm going to say a more moderate speaker. Whether that's McCarthy or anyone else is chosen, which means they'd have to go to the Democrats for help. Seven of Cups, illusion, delusions, Venus in Scorpio, they can't seem to find a way forward. King of Wands is the courts, it's Sagittarius energy. All these cards, all these conflicting energies show me that we can be hopeful that a more moderate speaker results. And whether that's McCarthy doing dealings with the Democrats, I don't know. We have giving and receiving help. Moon in Taurus, lots of deals being done. I'm in your debt. And the outcome card is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is logic. She's Aquarian, Libra, Gemini. She's Libra energy. The Queen of Swords would be a female. Now, that's interesting. Well, it doesn't necessarily be a queen. Needs to be a female, but justice. Oh dear. And the Page of Swords. There's traitors and treasonous type not treasonous, but traitors, spies. God, what is this? The Four of Coins, holding back information, something that might surprise us. We've got partisanship, obstacles and challenges. We've got the Trump arm trying to control. We've got the anxiety, the Nine of Coins, and we've got money, big money, the donors, and the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. McCarthy does not have a good future. It seems to me that the outcome card here is that the larger donors of the Republican Party don't want to see the Trump wing succeed. And you could find that the Democrats may coalesce around a more moderate speaker, but you can see how difficult these cards are for this process. Restriction is going to be restricted. We've got the law, the higher knowledge, the logic, not the MAGA wing. We've got Libran energy justice here and treason. You know why I might be getting this, because I'm not backing off from my prediction that somehow the Democrats could still, if enough of those members get charged and indicted on obstruction of the government proceeding January 6 matters, something else could occur. Literally Liz Cheney might even get up with the Democrats' help. I probably should, and some moderate Republicans who do not want to see the MAGA wing of the Republican Party succeed. I don't know what is the best case scenario, but it's certainly not MAGA controlling the Congress. And I think big money is big Republican donors are having a look at this. Liz Cheney. Is this Liz Cheney? Is Liz Cheney? I think she was a lawyer. Is this Liz Cheney or someone more moderate? Let's just put it that. Is this all right? Is this Liz Cheney? I should be able to see in one or two cards. The Six of Swords, moving out of troubled waters, Aquarius energy, and the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the Palace of Wands, which is a plan and project, motivation and passion, and a new start. I don't think it's not a MAGA. This energy, illusion, delusion, they have to end that for the national security. King of Wands and the... Okay, if it's not Liz Cheney, it's a moderate leader, a Speaker of the House that the two sides can agree on. Will the Democrats... I don't know who else is there. It's not the MAGA wing. It's not the Trump wing. It's a more moderate Speaker who will uphold the national security, the national stability, who won't plunge the US into debt default. It's a more moderate Speaker. Now, if that's McCarthy, he'd have to do a deal with the Democrats. So will the new Speaker... I don't think it's McCarthy. Will the new Speaker do a deal with the Democrats to become a more moderate Speaker? So we have illusion and delusion, hard choices. The Star card, the ending of illusion. The Palace of Cups, emotion, is at the... I think it's like the Patriots, like the more moderate Republicans are more patriotic. We've got the Devil card, but that's in the past. Breaking out of those illusions. We've got the Ace of Coins. So this is a new approach. The Ace of Coins and the Lovers, Gemini. Again, it's hard. The energies are all coalescing around Trump as well. Four of Coins, disappointment, needing to protect against something. Why? Because national security or security, financial security is at stake. We've got victory in the hopes and fears. We've got the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins. So that's a yes card. Giving and receiving help. Yes, the Democrats will help. Choose a more moderate speaker. Again, the Queen of Wands. We've got the Democratic card, my card, Four of Wands, and guardrails and commitments for the higher good, to restrict the MAGA wing, the almost traitor, treasonous wing here. So something coming to fruition in time. Immediately I'm seeing a more moderate speaker is chosen of the Republican Party, and I think they do that with the help of the Democrats. All right, I probably just want to pull a card, oracle card on that, because I said I would. Somebody who will uphold the Constitution and the laws. Okay, that's all they want. All right, so I'm talking about the conservative Republicans who may join with the Democrats here. So show me the House of Congress. Is it more moderate in 2023? Is the House of Congress more moderate in 2023? I don't normally do this. Resonating whale song. So there's an energy here that is changing. It's a new start. There's more of a healing coming through, and an unmarked trail. Interesting revelation, an unmarked trail. Something we haven't seen happens now. Preparations come to fruition. Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. And we have radical acceptance, beloved. Radical acceptance, the beloved way. That's unity. Luck and right timing, fortune's wheel. The energy is good for them to work across the aisle, and we've got lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. This is all higher self-talking. We have protecting the future, dragon's hoard. Okay? That is what is going to happen in the Congress in 2023. You might be surprised that it's an unmarked trail, which means you're going to see a little less partisanship and a little more unity. But you'll also see the MAGAs screaming from the sidelines as well. They don't represent the majority, as we can see from the elections in the free worlds. They're not going the way of the MAGAs. All right, they can't. It's an impossibility. We can't live in chaos. Can we? We need to look to the future, not to the past. All right, that's it from now. Bye for now. Thank you again for all your help. Bye-bye.